Hi, I'm Donna from the Lost Closet on eBay. I also sell on Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Depop is not my favorite platform, but that's a video for another day. Today I have a very brief Pottery Barn flatware. There was a few pieces that I thought were interesting and wanted to share. It's not a category I ever look at when I'm at the thrift. I'm thinking I'm going to start looking at the flatware and looking some things up. They're small, they look easy to write, easy to ship. So why not? So we're just going to dive in. I'm going to go really quick to not to take up a lot of your time. I would love any feedback or any suggestions. Means I'm new. As long as you're kind in the comments, I would much appreciate that. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up because I would really appreciate that. So first up, the Pottery Barn Shiny Hammered Flatware. I selected this because of the, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, of the handle. I like the hammered look on the handle. And then down here, where was I looking here? Yeah, you can see the stainless steel 1810. There's 24 listed. I mean, this is not a big seller, but I think it's cool and, it doesn't take up a lot of space. And that's the problem I have. I'm running out of space. I sometimes buy things that are too big for me to store, and then I end up redonating them or selling them for less than what I anticipated. I'm going to close this out. I'll just leave it there. So 24 listed, 4 sold. That's really not a good sell-through rate, but that's just with those keywords. I mean, maybe other ones have sold with different keywords. Maybe they didn't put hammered, maybe they put textured, or but I thought it was a cool piece and I wanted to share it. Up next, I have the Pottery Barn Antique Rope. This one looks really shiny. They might have brightened up the photo to show the texture. They might have done that. And then we have, this is a set of 6 that's listed for $14.99. This is a set of 8. They only showed 2. I would probably, your first video, show all 8, because if I was scrolling and wanted like a set of more than 2, I would, the picture is what your buyer sees first. So I would probably not just put 2. I would probably put 8 and then take closer shots of single or 2 like that throughout the listing. Set of 5. See, they have 5. It's clear. And then we are down in the other things that is not flatware, but there's 13 listed and 6 sold, so it looks like really only three because they have this hammered. Pottery Barn is a really good brand. I almost never find it. I think I might have found it once or twice, but then I don't dig a lot in hard goods. I'm doing more now than I used to. I'm trying to expand my categories, so I have sales throughout the year instead of just like shorts in the short seasons and coats in the coat season and whatever. I'm just going to scroll down. Yeah, there's some here, and then the pillows. Of course, Pottery Barn is big. There's more utensils down here. That looks interesting. Antique silver settlement, silver plate engraved, 23, excuse me, $32. And then we're going to move right along to the flatware with pewter handles. I picked what I liked, okay? That's how I source. If I like it, it makes me smile. It's going to make someone else smile. I do comp things and I do check sell-through rates, but if I like something and I think someone else might like it, it's I'm not going to really focus on sell-through rate. Someone else is going to like it, especially small items. Sit in a tote somewhere and it's not taking up a lot of space. There are 16 of these listed. Show that one. And this is what the handle looks like. It's all squirrely. I really like that. See if they have a close up. What I did notice, I don't know if the sellers aren't taking photos of where it says Pottery Barn, or maybe it doesn't have a maker's mark. Maybe they just know. I'm gonna have to teach myself a little more about that. But how many were listed? 16. So no, it does not have a high sell-through rate. Three with that um, wave Peter handle sold. But if we take the word wave out, I bet we would have more. So, oh, yeah, everything comes up now. But we have the champagne or ice bucket, and then there's that again. Serving tray, like Pottery Barn. I'm gonna start looking for Pottery Barn. I've heard about it, but I don't know. It's never come across my way. I mean, if it were in a bag, like a grab bag, I love to buy the grab bags. They're cheaper, and sometimes you find some really cute stuff in there. And you can almost, if you're careful, you can almost always make at least a small profit on a grab bag. So, and the set of three here sold for $14.99. And then, of course, more 29. Looks like these ones sell a little bit better. 49 for 5 pieces. Free delivery, that's not bad. So, this is cool. Fiddlehead, that's a new keyword I've learned when, for silverware, I would have never thought of that on my own. This one I selected to show you guys because my daughter would have liked it. And, if someone likes it, they're going to like it. I don't think this had the close up, no, but there's a set of 5. They have it listed. This is Canada. So US would be approximately $125, but the shipping would probably be outrageous. So they have the serving utensils here with the handles. This is a nice photo. I like the way they have that set up. That could be AI. The AI is so good anymore. So you don't even have to, you just have a white background, but now you can see the scratches and the watermark on the table. So it's not AI. So they set it up that way. They did a nice job. But you can see the details more on this one. And I also like to do that. See if there's a maker's mark on this one. They took a picture of it. No. Maybe it's not there. Who knows? Some things don't have a maker's mark. You just know what you know. And next up, oh, the solds. Only 2 solds, but $18 for 2 serving pieces, $50 for 5. Looks like a serving set. Looks like a salad fork, a dinner fork, maybe a soup spoon. So, and then 79. I have that coming up. That's just so cool. And then they have the antique rope again. Is you can see what's popular. Like if you see any of these, they're showing up in the solds over and over and over again. And every search, it might have something to do with that I searched all this out and they're just showing me what I looked up before. I don't know. But moving right along. This is the one with the swirl. I think they described it as fiddlehead. So they're selling these single, I suppose, $8 to $25, $125 for the set of 4, 68 for a set of 5. That's quite the price difference. But start high. You can always bring it down. I mean, you're not going to feel bad if you start high and then bring it down. If you start low and you sell it in a day, you're going to think, I could have got more money. So 180 for 20 pieces, 4 place settings is probably a decent flip there. But then, you don't know what their cost is. I mean, I try to keep my cost pretty dang low. This, again, $45. So you probably could get an easy $10 a piece for these. So, oh, I forgot to show you. This is 5 results showing for but you can see that there's so many more that are similar with different keywords. So, but that's just the keywords I used. And then 9 sold. So, how many's in here for 200? Don't know. 39-piece set, $229. It's a nice flip. I mean, they probably polished it and made it look beautiful. So this, last but not least, this is the last. Yeah, I like the twisted rope with the hook and the little leaf. I think that's pretty cool. We're gonna click on this one because that shows it very clearly. It's a set of 5. They say rare. I didn't see too many listed with this style, so they could be accurate. I don't use rare in my listings unless if it's like one of a kind and I know it's one of a kind. It's not a word I think people search out. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. I just think that's so nice, like right there. But again, I'm not seeing any maker's mark. Oh, where was I here? No. I mean, I don't know too much about Pottery Barn. I just wanted to do a quick search when I stumbled across it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So that's why I don't know. I'm learning. I hope you guys learn, and maybe we can learn together. And then how many were sold? I mean, listed. There was 8 listed for those keywords, and they're not all the same. I think sometimes, and then 1 sold, and it was the one I clicked on. They had several lots, and this is similar. That's similar. So anything with this fiddlehead, I would imagine that's what they're talking about. I would fact check that yourself, and I would fact check it for myself. But I would imagine fiddlehead, I see that with the little curly things. I guess you call it a fiddlehead. I don't know. So, and then there's some nice ones down here that we haven't seen. Rustic Pottery Barn, 5 pieces flatware. Blackened tumbled. I don't know what that. See, these are all new keywords. I'm going to have to look up and find out what they are and what they mean. So, let's see. Can I see it? No. And then this is, I guess, something I meant to close out and did not. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you learned anything or have anything you'd like to add to my quick little Pottery Barn research video, feel free to put it in the comments. I'm always happy to read, your suggestions and your comments. Again, I'm new at this, so any help will come welcomed, as long as it's nicely said, no mean comments. I don't appreciate those. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be putting out another video in a couple days. I'm going to try to make like a routine, like maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But, that might change over time. We'll see. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.